Imagine this. You just hired someone. They looked great on paper, said all the right things in the interview, had the right experience, the perfect resume. And then, a month in, you start noticing it. They don't quite deliver. They're slow. They make excuses. They create problems instead of solving them. And worst of all, you feel like you've been played. Now, think about the time you wasted, the money, the energy, the frustration. You had one job, find the right person, and now you're stuck fixing a mistake that never should have happened. Sound familiar? It happens every single day. Managers, recruiters, business owners, people just like you, making the same mistake over and over. But what if I told you there's a way to spot the perfect employee instantly? No guessing. No hoping. No getting fooled by fancy words and fake confidence. A system so powerful, so reliable, that you'll know within minutes whether someone is worth your time, or a ticking time bomb about to wreck your team. Here's the truth. Interviews lie. Resumes lie. People lie. But there's something that never lies. Something that 99% of hiring managers completely overlook. And it's so simple, you won't believe you didn't think of it before. The secret? Pattern recognition. Every great employee, every single one, has the same invisible patterns. And every terrible employee has theirs too. Once you learn to see those patterns, hiring becomes effortless. You'll never second-guess a decision again. So, how do you do it? How do you spot these patterns? First, forget what they say. Words are cheap. Smart people know exactly what you want to hear. Instead, watch their reactions. The tiny subconscious things they don't even realize they're doing, because that is where the truth hides. Start with this. Ask an uncomfortable question. Not a typical, tell me about a time you overcame a challenge nonsense. No, that's useless. Instead, hit them with something they don't expect. Something that forces them to reveal who they really are. Try this. Tell me about a mistake you made that genuinely embarrassed you. Something that made you lose sleep. Why does this work? Because weak employees deflect. They blame. They make it sound like it wasn't really their fault. But great employees? They own it. They take responsibility. They tell the story with brutal honesty. And then, this is the key, they tell you exactly what they learned from it. Next, watch their energy. Not their fake interview smile. Not their scripted enthusiasm. Look deeper. Does their energy rise when they talk about their work? Do they light up when they explain how they solve problems? Or do they just go through the motions? Passion is not something you can fake. If they don't have it, you'll feel it. And if they do have it, it'll be undeniable. Then test their instincts. People can prepare answers, but they can't fake quick thinking. So, throw them into a situation. Give them a real problem and see what they do. Watch their first reaction. Do they panic? Freeze? Give vague, empty answers? Or do they dive in, start analyzing, break it down logically? Here's a killer test. You're hired. It's your first day. You just found out your manager is out sick, and nobody knows what you're supposed to do. What's your move? A bad hire will hesitate. A great hire? They take charge. They ask smart questions. They figure things out. And they don't sit there waiting to be told what to do. Now, let's go even deeper. The subconscious test. The fastest way to know if someone is a winner? Watch what they do when they don't think they're being tested. The moment they walk into the room, are they confident? Do they shake your hand with presence? Do they own their space? Or do they seem unsure, nervous, hesitant? Even better, watch what they do when the interview is over. When you stand up to shake hands, when you walk them out. Do they relax and drop the act? Do they let their real personality slip through? Or do they stay present, engaged, and professional until the very last second? A great hire is great the whole way through. A fake hire drops the act the moment they think the test is over. And now, the final piece, the ultimate question. If you really want to know who someone is, ask them this. What's the one thing that makes you different from everyone else applying for this job? And then, watch their face. Because this is the moment of truth. A weak candidate will hesitate, stumble, say something generic. But a great one, they won't even have to think about it. Because winners know what makes them different. They've lived it, they've proven it, and they'll tell you with absolute clarity. And here's the best part. When you use these tests, when you master these patterns, you won't just hire better, you'll attract better. Because the best employees, the real top performers, they can feel when they're in front of someone who gets it. Someone who truly knows how to recognize talent. So next time you sit across from a candidate, don't just listen, don't just hope. Watch, test, challenge. And within minutes, you'll know, without a doubt, if you've just found your next star player or another expensive mistake waiting to happen.